Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've made it to week 12. We're starting to get down there to the end of the season here, so naturally, every game from this point forward is going to be more important than ever, especially for divisions, playoff seeding, not avoiding embarrassment, all the fun stuff. And none is that a better example than this week, where we find ourselves going to the NFC West of all places, in what should be a good matchup. One team is, of course, leading their division. The other is in second place, but is clinging to a playoff spot, surprisingly, here. Who will win out? Who knows, but we'll find out soon enough. Folks, we have a good one here, ready to go here, as it's the Arizona Cardinals. Yes, seriously, they're actually in this episode. Who knew? Against the San Francisco 49ers. In yet another exciting week of Strat-O-Matic football! Oh boy! Oh, my excitement level is slowly getting up there. You know how it goes through the course of this season. Just wait until it gets to Super Bowl week. Then it'll be really flying. Howdy folks, Morgoth the Barbarian here, and welcome to week 12 of our Strat-O-Matic football playthrough. We've got an NFC West showdown for you this week. On one side are the Arizona Cardinals, sitting right at 500 at 5-5. And if the season ended today, they would somehow be making the playoffs as the 7th and final seed. Yes, it is that wacky as of right now, but the Cardinals, they are hanging in there for dear life. In fact, this is the first time we're seeing them in this season's playthrough. I don't remember if we've done them in the past, either season 1 or 2, but yeah, this is the first time we're seeing the Cardinals in season 3. And since this is the 2022 card sets, there's going to be some weird, wacky stuff in this version. So no Marvin Harrison Jr. or anything along those lines. Maybe Kyler Murray plays better. Who knows? I know Cardinals fans are in the same boat with their QB as us Dolphins fans are. Please don't trade him to us. We don't want him either. But anyways, I digress. On the other side are the San Francisco 49ers, who we saw all the way in week 1 last, barely holding off the Baltimore Ravens 20-13. They have not been seen since, but have quietly built a nice little 7-3 campaign, albeit it's not as impressive as last season when they somehow only lost once. And yet they were one and done, which makes all the sense in the world, but again, I digress. Anyways, they're looking to repeat last season's success and, well, make it further in the playoffs, apparently. Something along those lines. But yes, at 7-3, they're in the hunt too. So they are back. The Cardinals have arrived. We're playing this out from San Francisco. So we will see if it's the Cardinals staying above 500 and keeping pace in the playoffs, or the 49ers sending them packing and increasing their division lead to 3. Something's got to give, and one of those things is going to happen for sure. So let's see how it plays out here. But of course, we got to recap last week's results, including what both these teams did against the Vikings and Seahawks, respectively, when I did them off camera. So while I get this situation set up, how about we roll that beautiful footage? Yeah! Okay, I've got the setup going here, and funny enough, it's the Cardinals that get to have their traditional colors, being the road team in red. 49ers get to be in green. I know the scoreboard says a little differently, but in case you're wondering, I'm using the Cardinals away colors because they're both red, and we can't have that, so they get to be in their road white. Okay, it all makes sense to me. The only thing that does make sense is the Cardinals calling the opening kickoff. I guess we're doing evens. Oh, look at that. They get it. So the Niners are going to take, they say let the Niners take the ball first. Okay, that's fair enough. Okay. Here we go from San Francisco or wherever it is they play in. I think it's Santa Clara, wherever that is. Totally not anywhere far away from San Francisco. No, not at all. All right. And Niners get the, we'll return this from the 5-yard line and the number 1 back. And that person is going to get 23 yards. So Raymond McCloud gets him to the 28. Okay, that's where the Niners will start. The Niners do have 2 injuries, but they're both linemen. One offense, one defense. So technically it's full strength. If this were the advanced or super advanced, we'd be taking that into account. But nevertheless, here's their starting lineup. As I mentioned earlier, this was the year that Brock Purdy took over their starting quarterback duties and led them. So I'm going to keep it inside the, well, actually, you know what? Because he attempted more passes, I know if the Niners QB situation in 2022 was kind of complicated because Brock Purdy did well, I'm actually going to throw in Jimmy Garoppolo for right now since he attempted more passes. It's a little bit awkward, but his short pass stats are better, so we'll go Garoppolo right off the bat. Yeah, this was the year he got injured, so, and then Purdy took over, and the rest has been history. Brandon Ayuk is the split. We've got Chris McCaffrey running the football. I'm going to start us off with Kyle Juszczyk as the fullback, George Kittle as the tight end, and Deebo Samuel is the flanker. All right, let's start off with a 1st and 10 here. Cardinals will play to run, and that's how the Niners are starting too. 9 on an off tackle, and McCaffrey goes nowhere on his first carry. Oh, that's wonderful. Oof. Well, you hate to see that. Okay, 2nd and 10. 7, and McCaffrey catches this pass and gets 7. Okay. That's a little bit better. But I need to put everything down here. 3rd and 3. 9 on the flat. To the receiver, to George Kittle. And Kittle will grab 8 and a new set of downs. Okay, gets out to the 43. Nice job, Sam Fran. Okay, 1st and 10. This short pass to Ayuk gets missed. 4, and it's going for 14 and the first down, the Brandon Ayuk. Very nice. All right, 1st and 10. We're going to do it again, and the Cardinals still aren't playing the pass. Actually, you know what? Yeah, we'll do that next time. 1st and 10 again. 2 on a flat. Because they didn't see it yet again, another short gain for Brandon Ayuk, and he gets 19. Very nice. He is down all the way to the 23. Of course. 1st and 10, and this gets missed as the Cardinals are just like, we should probably cover the pass. Actually, you know what? Reset. I wanted Juwan Jennings in here. Cardinals are still going to... Actually, now this is causing the Cardinals... I'm going to reset. It's going to be a run, and the Cardinals will think pass still. Okay. 1st and 10. My bad. 9 on an off tackle. That wasn't seen. And this turns into a short gain for McCaffrey. Oh, dear. How about... Well, he only gets 11, but we'll take it. And they are now inside the 20, just like that. 1st down. 1st and 10. Well, they're going to play. Cardinals will play to run. 12 and a line buck. Hey, McCaffrey, you're going the wrong way. He loses 2. Oof. Second down, this actually gets missed. This off-tackle run. 5. Uh-oh, that's usually a fumble roll. Okay, only 2 or a 12, this is a problem. It's a no-gainer, though. Okay. So that could have been a lot worse. Meanwhile, it's now 3rd and 12. Not exactly ideal here. Yeah, we'll do Samuel instead. Okay, 3rd and 12. Let's see. 6 on a short. Oh, well, we have a penalty, but this is a sack. All right, it's an 8-yard loss, but what's the penalty? Well, no wonder they got that sack, because the Cardinals were offsides. Wonderful job, guys. Jeez. Now it's a 3rd and 7. Sack goes away. By the way, that sack would have gone to J.J. Watt. Yes, he is actually on this team. He hasn't retired yet. And this is the part where he ended up going to the Cardinals. Yeah, that's how wacky the 2022 Cardinals were. But enough about that. It's a 3rd and 7, speaking of wackiness. All right. 8 on a flat. That is going to Kittle. And he will... Oh, man, he not only gets the first down, but he scores! Touchdown! He would have gotten 11, but he just needed 9 to get into the end zone, and he gets it. George Kittle from 9 yards out scores the first TD of the game. So he runs right through the Cardinals' defense and gets in. And Robbie Gould will add the extra point, and it's the Niners taking the opening lead, 7-0. Well, I guess it was a good idea playing Garoppolo after all, because he went a perfect 5 for 5 on that drive. Okay, I guess I was rewarded. Very nice. Niners, very nice. You did what you had to do there. I mean, the Cardinals kind of helped you out with that offsides, which would have been made that a field goal, because it would have been 4th down. But no, someone had to go be offsides, and then someone allowed the Niners to... Yeah, you know what? Never mind. I'm done arguing. All right, Cardinals, at least do us a favor and score on this drive, okay? Make it up to us. They will start off at the 25, meanwhile, as it's a touchback. Okay. And here's the Cardinals starting lineup. I mentioned Kyler Murray earlier. Yes, he is the quarterback. DeAndre Hopkins is the split. I think this was his last good year, if I'm not mistaken. James Conner is the running back. I'm going to bring in Zach Ertz as the tight end block, but in this case he has to play blocking back because Trey McBride cannot play blocking back, so he's the tight end. Yes, Zach Ertz was still on this team. Trey McBride wasn't the starting tight end yet. And Marquise Brown was also on this team too. He's the flanker. Okay, fun. All right, 1st and 10, and this pass is going to get missed. Let's just say the Niners are very good against the run, and the Cardinals kind of know it. 11 on a flat. This is very on brand for the Cardinals. Wait a minute. Oh, wait. I read that wrong. Never mind. It's even worse. The Cardinals lost 3 yards. That was actually supposed to be an interception roll till I read it again, and I'm like, never mind. Yeah, Cardinals just lost 3 on their first attempt on a botched wide receiver screen. Bruh, why are we doing that? It's the Marquise Brown, funny enough. Okay, that was just sad. All right. Now it's 2nd and 13. Now you've screwed everything up. Niners are continuing to play the run, excuse me. 8 on a flat to the receiver to Connor guessed wrong. And he gets 13 and he gets the first down. Okay, that's wonderful. So because they missed it, James Conner gets this 13 yards, and it's a first new set of downs. That's funny. All right, 1st and 10. 7 on a line, Buck. Uh-oh. No gain unless this penalty means something. No, it's going against the Cardinals, so it's even worse. Oof, this is probably a holding, isn't it? Yep, holding offense. Those 10 yards they just got have now come back. 1st and 20. Niners switch to their pass defense. 9 on a flat. To the receiver, to Marquise Brown. Please don't lose anything this time. Good news, he didn't. He got 6. Okay, that we'll take that. We'll take that. The bad news, obviously, is it's now 2nd and 14. Niners will stay in their pass defense as they've missed this off-tackle run. 11. It's that is going to go for 3. Okay, that helps. James Conner pushes it forward for 3. So it's not really manageable, but much more than it would have been 3rd and 11. Oh boy. Yeah, 3rd and 11. We'll try it. 6 on a short. Murray's going to take off and run. Roll low. Uh-oh, that's not low. That could be a problem. It's not only low, but it's not enough, but no gain on top of that. So I was worried that was going to be a fumble of some kind. Oh, a 12 would have done it. And he needed a 5 or less. Oh, a lot, or 4 or less, excuse me. So now it's a punting situation. Okay. Not ideal, but so be it. 46 yards is the punt. 20 returned for a gain of. Ignore the black die and oh god. Uh-oh. I know 2 11s or 3s are trouble. Why am I not supplies? Layman McLeod, he catches it, loses it a yard, and that's a fumble! I believe the Niners do get it. Yep, Niners ball. Raymond, somebody on the Niners must have dropped on it, but good reflexes there, because that could have been really nasty had that had gone through. But there's always got to be at least one special teams blunder per episode. That was sadly not it, though. I don't think that counts. So to be continued. All right, so yeah, I guess the Cardinals couldn't do anything. Niners catch a huge break there, and it's 7-0 as the Niners will start from their 0-19 with 7:15 left in this quarter. And with that being said, let us go to the next highlight. So roll that beautiful footage. Wait, okay, I mean, that wasn't beautiful, but you know what? It doesn't matter if it's beautiful or not. Just roll it. If it's chaotic, so be it. I mean, works for me. All right, 1st and 10. This actually will get missed, too. 5. Well, this is going to the... Uh-oh. Oh, God. 2 through 7. It's a fumble. This better be an 8 through 12. It is not. So it's a fumble. And the Niners recover. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Dang it. I say that because the Cardinals had excellent field position. They started at the Niners 48, and then that's how you play it, with James Conner fumbling it away. Oh, my God. Really? Really, Cardinals? Really? Why would you do that? You had excellent field position, and you've turned it over. What? Good grief. Oh, well, there's why Nick Bosa forced that fumble. And Eric Armstead recovers. Sorry, I wasn't sure if that was the guy that was injured or not, but nope. It's Kinlaw who's injured. But nevertheless, yeah, it looked like the Cardinals were about to score, and they had it well set up at the 49 or 48, and then James Conner said, Nah, I think we're just not going to make it happen. You've got to be kidding me. All right. Well, I guess the Niners will get the ball. Brilliant job, guys. You totally messed up there. See, like I told you, chaos. It has to happen, I guess. See, Cardinals, look what you did. Now the Niners are in the red zone. You just committed a personal foul penalty that added 15 yards to a McCaffrey run. You just lost your nose tackle to injury. Jeez, you did this to yourselves, okay? All right, meanwhile, it's 1st and 10. This is just not good. Ball at the 20. 7 on a short flat. It's a short gain. If this is a snake eyes, it's a touchdown, by the way. Well, there was half of it. Instead, Juwan Jennings only gets 15, but we'll take that. 1st and goal from the 5. Okay. All right. Close enough. All right. 1st and goal at the 5. We'll leave it. Cardinals are going back to their pass defense, and yeah, that's what the Niners are doing. 6 in the flat, and it goes for 5 yards, which means it's a touchdown! And guess who gets it yet again? Yep, George Kittle, once again, for his 2nd TD of the game. Wait, hang on, there we go. Jeez, it's like, I think this is like the 2nd week in a row we've had tight ends dominate. Robbie Gould will add the extra point too. Yeah, Kittle already has 2 receiving touchdowns. I think this is the 2nd week in a row. He saw what Houston's tight end did, Jordan Atkins did with the 3 touchdowns in our last week's playthrough. And now he wants some. All right, I don't blame him. Nonetheless, as you can see, the Niners are up 14-0, and they just made the Cardinals pay dearly for that fumble. Good job, James Conner. Your mistake now leads to a touchdown pass for the Niners. It's 5 yards from Garoppolo to Kittle, and the Niners are up 14-0. Oh dear. Well, pretty awful start for the Cardinals in this 1st quarter. They better fix themselves, or this could get ugly real fast. We still got 2.5 in this 1st quarter, so we'll see what happens. Okay, so the Cardinals are once again threatening as we enter the 2nd quarter. They're at the 49-28 here. But it's 14-0 as the Niners absolutely demolished the Cardinals in that 1st quarter, thanks to an ill-advised James Conner fumble. And just some ineffectiveness on offense. But they are moving here. I think we'll stay with this meanwhile. All right, 1st and 10 from the 49-28 here. They're looking for Marquise Brown. Niners do see this. And 5 and a short means Murray's running. Uh-oh. How much is Murray getting on this one? How about an impressive 9 yards? Okay, we'll take that. And he's up to the 19. So it'll be a 2nd and 1 here. Okay, that's not bad at all. All right. 2nd down here. The Niners actually do miss this time. 5 and a short. Well, this time it's incomplete because nothing's there unless they get caught offsides. You know, the Cardinals did this earlier and it didn't work for them. Why would it work for you guys? Jeez. All right, 1st and 10 from the 14. Yeah, Niners are going to miss this run. Okay, 1st and 10. 6 on a line buck missed, and it turns into a short gain. Uh-oh. I'm re-rolling that. Nice try. It doesn't matter. Touchdown! Would have gone for 18, but Connor fools the defense, and he just needs 14 to reach pay dirt, and that's what he does. There, he made up for the missed, the lost fumble from earlier. Happy? Matt Prater, what say you? Extra point is doinking off the crossbar, but it's good. Okay. Whew, that was a little too close there. So there you go. James Conner makes up for it with a nice 14-yard run, and the Cardinals cut the deficit in half to 14-7. Okay, there you go. You redeemed yourselves. Good job, guys. I knew you could do it. I was just wondering if you would or just do something stupid. But you know what? We'll take it. With 14 minutes left in the second, Cardinals successfully do something to cut this deficit in half. Alrighty, we'll see what else happens then. Very nice. Looking for McCaffrey again, and out comes the punt team. Thwomp, thwomp. Oh, another bad punt by Wisniewski. What the hell? 34-yard punt. Turned for a gain of... Oh, shoot. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yep, that's what I thought. Dortch will lose 2 yards. And it's a fumble! I believe they're okay. No! Niners get it! Never mind! Evens! No return, but the Niners get the ball, just like they drew it up. Oh, once again, leave it to the freaking Cardinals to fumble their way out of a good situation, only this time it's on special teams. See, I told you we were due for a special teams wonder, and we got one. There, you happy? Only it now happened to the Cardinals, not the Niners. But you know what? We'll take it. Close enough. All right, fresh set of downs for the Niners. We'll stay with this. 1st and 10 from the Cardinal 28. That was just embarrassing. 6 on an off-tackle run. 4-yard gain because if it holds, it won't because the Cardinals are offsides. We'll take the penalty yardage. So now they're doing the offsides thing again. Okay, that's just wonderful. 1st and 5. This actually gets missed. The Niners decide to go for it right out of the gate. 4 on a long. And guess what? Oh, wrong card. Never mind. It's going to go as a sack. If that was the Niners card, like I accidentally just read, it would have been a touchdown. But it's a sack. Oh, that's wonderful. Garoppolo goes down, loses 8, and because I rolled the X with it, it's a fumble! And the Cardinals get it back. Oh, God. No return. Second high linebacker gets it. So that fumble gets to be forced by Marcus Golden, who gets a strip sack. Recovered by whoever the backup nose tackle is, in this case, Tristan Hill. Remember, their original nose tackle left with an injury, so he gets it. But long story short, the Cardinals just dodged disaster because the Niners decided to get involved in the fumble party. A strip sack of Garoppolo leads to a fumble, and it's the Cardinals recovering at their own 31. So, yeah, that's just exactly how they drew it up. Not. What are we doing here? So, we have doing fumbles. That is just... wonderful. There we go. Garoppolo gets his fumble attributed to him, and the Cardinals get the ball back. So we go from having a Niners punt that ends in a Cardinals disaster to a strip sack that ends in a Niners disaster. Okay, so dueling disasters. That makes sense to me. I don't know if it makes sense to any of you guys, but hey, it makes for an exciting episode. So Cardinals get the ball back at the 31, no, regardless, and I'll see if they can do anything with it. So, all right, now that was fun, let's see what else happens. All right, 1st and 10. Cardinals will see this. They don't think they're going to Mitchell. Free on a long. Okay, is this a 6 through 11? It's an incompletion. Everything else, it's a 30-yard gain. There you go. First down. Now Ayuk is going deep. Very nice. Ayuk catching all sorts of passes, and he gets 30. First down. All right, 1st and 10. Cardinals are convinced now they're going to Mitchell, who's in the game, but we've been doing nothing but throwing it to Ayuk, and they still haven't caught on that's not what's happening here. 1st and 10 from the Cardinal 18 as they are in the red zone. 10 on a flat. Uh-oh, does this penalty mean anything? No, it does not, so it's a touchdown! Guess who? George Kittle again! All this man does is catch touchdowns. That is his 3rd of the game. It's like we're replaying last week with Jordan Atkins. Kittle wanted in on the action, apparently. The extra point is good. Meanwhile, what happens here? Oh, it's an offsides penalty against the Cardinals. I will enforce that on the kickoff here and make a note of that. But that will not affect the extra point, and it certainly doesn't affect George Kittle's touchdown. The 19-yard completion from Garoppolo to Kittle, and that's the 3rd time we've seen that connection. And boom, just like that, it is 21-7. Apparently when George Kittle gets the ball, all he does is enter the end zone. Oh boy. Cardinals, you might want to cover him. I'm just going to throw that out there. Just a recommendation. I don't know. And also stop being half-hazardous with the ball too. But mostly cover George Kittle, if you can. And maybe Brandon Ayuk too. Primarily both of them, but we'll see. Anyways. Eight on a flat. It's to Brown again. We do have a penalty. And no, incomplete. All right, 3rd down and 10. Oh, this isn't good. 11 on a short. Uh-oh. 2 through 4 or 12. And there it is. It's picked off. Oh, yikes. Intercepted. And this is going to be deep in the Cardinal territory. It's a 12-yard gain. Oh, dang it. The Niners will have it at the Cardinal 31. Oh, Kyler, what are you doing, my man? What the heck are you doing? He tried to throw it to DeAndre Hopkins, which was the intended receiver. Instead, it gets picked off by the defensive right cornerback. So, De'Mondre Lenore ends up getting the interception. Cardinals just committed their 3rd turnover of the game. Yeah, that has been the story so far for the Cardinals there. They've just been turning the ball over too many times. James Conner had a fumble, special teams committed a fumble, and now they just threw an interception because why not? Why the heck not? We need to get Kittle involved. Murray involved in the turnover game. Anyways, we got 3:15. Niners have the ball at the 31. I suppose we can stay with it here, and it's a 1st and 10. 12 on a line buck. It's a short... Wait a minute. Pause. We're going to need to re-roll that. I brought in the wrong player. I meant to bring in Christian McCaffrey. I'm ordering a re-roll. 1st and 10. Nice try, me. McCaffrey gets 4. Yeah, I'm like, wait, why is Elijah Mitchell in the game? No, that's not what I meant to do. So that's an automatic reroll. Would have had a short game too, which is kind of funny. All right. 2nd and 6. 9 on a flat. It's going to Samuel. And nothing for Debo. Incomplete, as though we now hit the 2-minute warning. All right, 3rd and 7, 2-minute warning. Niners at the Cardinal 28. They're just coming off an interception. Blah, 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 et cetera, et cetera. And, oh, does this 11-yard gain count? It does. All right, good job, Brandon Ayuk. 11 yards for him. First down. All right, Garoppolo and company move to chains. We have a 1st and 10 as there's a minute 45 remaining. Everybody's got their timeouts. And Cardinals need to get ball to start the second half as a reminder. Uh-oh. This might be a touchdown under the right circumstances. A short gain. That is not it. But McCaffrey's going to get all the way down to the 2. Cardinals, by the way, speaking of which, hey, they do use a timeout. That's their first. Whoa, whoa, what on earth? Okay, let's turn my number lock off. That's wonderful. Okay, so Cardinals just used their first timeout. Meanwhile, Tyler Kroft has now made an appearance. Hello? And it's going to be 1st and goal to go from the 2. 8 on the line book. No gain. LOL. Using another timeout for the Cardinals. No, they're not going to. I'm going to decide to say no timeout. We were at, what, a minute 45? So, oh, God, here we go again. Once again, my tech goblins are screwing with me. They tried to give San Fran more time when in reality there's not. So we're down to a minute 7. Apologies for that. 2nd and goal to go from the 2. Another running play. 6 on an off tackle this time. And now McCaffrey gets in. There's no screwing with that. Touchdown! McCaffrey from 2 yards out. Only mess around so many times before it finally works. Or something along those lines. Robbie Gould does add the extra point. And this score ain't looking too hot. Now, ain't it? San Fran is up 28-7. As they now capitalize on the Murray interception to go and punch it in from 2 yards out on a McCaffrey 2-yard run. Ouch. This is not looking good for the Cardinals at all. They are getting destroyed. The only saving grace is they get the ball to start the second half, so they may do the double dip thing if they can do this correctly. They've got 2 timeouts. No reason why they can't. And they'll start up from the 25, and they'll have a minute remaining to see if they can work their magic here, or if this is going to end in outright disaster. All right. I think I'm just going to bring in 4 wides and see what the heck we can do here. A.J. Green is in this game. I forgot he was in the Cardinals at this point. But we're going to do Rondale Moore for right now. Okay, he can be the 4th wide out. Sorry, A.J. Green, not this time. All right. 1st and 10 here. Why not? I mean, sure. 2 timeouts remaining, as well as a minute. Free on a flat to start us off, and it starts off with an incompletion to DeAndre Hopkins. That is not how that was supposed to go. Okay, 2nd try. 2nd and 10. Incomplete yet again. This time it was to Zach Ertz. Oh boy, 3rd down. What is going on, Cardinals? 7 on a short. Oh, it's an 11-yard gain. 1st down. Okay, there we go. Cardinals will use another timeout to stop the clock as Marquise Brown goes for 11. That's their first timeout, 2nd timeout here. 1st and 10. Free on a long. Okay, Cardinals. Can this be a 2 through 4, 11, or 12? No, it's an incompletion. They would have had a 30-yard gain if it worked. Dang it. All right, second down. 12 and a short. It goes for 12 in the first down to DeAndre Hopkins, but time is beginning to run out. Let's try to hurry up here. Actually, I'm going to mandate that Murray spike the ball to stop the clock. So, yeah, it's now second down. Okay. Second down here. Cardinals are at the 48. 5 and a long. There we go. Long gain. Wait, no, I lied. Because of the D. Oh, instead, Murray's going to run. Oh, stupid D. You ruined everything. Instead, Kyler gets flushed out of the pocket and ends up going for 9 yards. That is not how that is supposed to go. Cardinals will take their last time out. Okay, well, this sucked. That sucked. Third down and 1. They had it, too, but nope. Game said, nuh-uh. 7 on the long. Incomplete. Murray was looking for Marquise Brown. Oh, boy. And they don't have enough time for anything, so I guess we're going to DeAndre Hopkins. 4th and 1. Ugh. And... well, that sucked. Not only is it a turnover on downs, but the Niners will get a sack out of this. It's a 7-yard sack, so the Niners will get it at the 50. Turnover on downs. And I'm pretty certain, and they're going to have a split second remaining, and I'm pretty certain that was Nick Bosa, if I can recognize that number. Yep, Nick Bosa. What else is new here? Okay. I only need I want Brandon Ayuk's card because we're just gonna heave it to him just once. Garoppolo will do a long heave to. Yeah, let's do Ayuk. We have the best shot at it. All right, random long heave to Ayuk. This doesn't really matter anyway. This is the last play of the half. All right, let's see what happens. 6 on a long. It's on the Cardinals card. Okay, this will be a really funny way to end the half if it happens. Oh, that would have been funny, but no dice. And I ended up rolling an interception, but whoever was covering Ayuk ends up dropping it. We'll say Garoppolo attempted a Hail Mary, and someone on the Cardinals appropriately knocked it down. So, no dice, and that's how the half ends with a 28-7 demolition. That's not how that's supposed to go, but alas, here we are. Ouch. Good job, Cardinals. You messed up. So I guess we'll look at the first half stats of this unmitigated disaster. Kyler, 12 for 21, 105, and a pick. Yeah, that sounds like a typical Kyler Murray game, at least here in 2025. Well, actually, I don't know that for sure. All I know is the Cardinals kind of suck right now, and Murray's part of it. Again, don't trade him for Tua. We don't want him either, but I digress. James Conner, 7 for 33, ran for a touchdown, but then fumbled a good possession away. Murray has 27 rushing yards, by the way, too. Yeah, the receivers aren't really doing anything. DeAndre Hopkins, leading receiver, 3 for 33. They did manage to get a turnover. The Cardinals did, but of course they have 3 of their own, so what's the difference? Jimmy Jesus is 17 of 23, 193, and 3 touchdowns. All of them went to George Kittle, who's 4 for 40. McCaffrey has the 4th touchdown. He's 11 for 36. Garoppolo did lose a fumble. Kittle, I mentioned the 3 TD catches. Brandon Ayuk, 6 for 97. Very nice. Surprisingly, Deebo Samuel only has been targeted once? Huh. I guess that's how the game turned out, but that's kind of funny. And then I mentioned the 3 takeaways the Niners have had. Their special teams unit was involved in 1. Joey Bosa forced a fumble and also had that sack. And then Lenore picked off Kyler. So that is the way this game has gone so far. So now we are about to enter the second half, and the Cardinals will have a chance to redeem themselves right out of the gate with the second half kickoff. I don't know if it'll work or not, but we shall see. I already know. I think I already know what I'm going to do, but anyways, we'll see if it goes through, and we'll go from there. 28-7. Cardinals, please pick it up. This is getting embarrassing. Come on, we don't need this. Not in our playthroughs. Or this will be the last time I bring you along. Okay, Cardinals, see, that wasn't that hard. All you had to do was move the ball effectively, and now look, you're in the red zone. Took you long enough. All right, 2nd and 4 as we pick it up. The Cardinals have it at the 49ers 16. They're going to miss this 2nd and 4th run, the Niners do. And James Conner will have, ooh, that was close. 6 yards, though, and it will be 1st and goal to go from the 10. Okay, there we go. Speaking of which, 1st and 10 or goal to go. Either one, really. Niners will stay in the pass. 5 and a flat. That is going to 7 to Zach Ertz, so he's down to the 3. It is 2nd down now. Okay. I forgot to move that. Sometimes I do that. As long as you're not moving this, we're good. Okay, 2nd and 3. This gets missed. Because the Niners will think run, and nope. 7 on a flat. Uh-oh. Yep. Apparently, Trey McBride was left wide open. And just like in 2025, and this year, it means it's a touchdown! Yeah, apparently this is the tight ends can do a lot game. Now it's Trey McBride getting into the act. Hey. Matt Prater just makes the extra point. He's struggling a little bit, but at least he's making them. No doinks just yet. Well, that one doinked off the crossbar again and in, but one of these days he's going to miss one, but who cares? There you go, Cardinals. You managed to redeem yourself with a 3-yard TD pass from, and stop me if you heard this one before, Kyler Murray to Trey McBride. Yeah, we're playing like it's this year, only we're 3 years in the past, seasons in the past. But we'll take it, though. And the Cardinals do cut the deficit to 28-14 on this. They score in their first drive. Huh. Someone just this Trey McBride guy is going to be somewhat good or something. I don't know. They might want to look into making him a focal point of their offense. Who knows? It might work out, especially for fantasy football teams. Not that I have him on mine or anything. No, not at all. But anyways, yeah, there you go. Cardinals, nice drive. Managed to score with 5 minutes. Oh, there's 10 minutes left, but you get the idea. All right. See if they can keep this momentum going or if the Niners will just blow it up or something. Who knows? 3rd and 15. Oh, dear. What the heck do we do now? I have to at least try it, but this could get ugly. 3rd and 15. 3 and a short. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And it's a safety! Garoppolo sacked in the end zone! Oh, no! Yikes! J.J. Watt makes the sack and forces the safety. And the Cardinals get 2 points because of it. Oh, dang it. Jimmy Garoppolo held the ball too long and he paid for it. Oh, yikes. You should learn not to do that when J.J. Watt is on the other side, you know. Just throwing that out there. He may be older in this version on this Cardinals retirement tour, but that doesn't mean he can't still do stuff. So there you go. The Cardinals get a bonus 2 points out of the deal. And they do get the ball back in case you're wondering how these safety things work. So not only did the Cardinals get the ball back, but now I have to kind of figure out how the heck I'm supposed to do safeties kicks again. I think I'm supposed to... Fourth and 5 then, and I'm going to do something crazy and actually go for it. You know what? Screw it. Let's go for it. This is a surprise going for it on 4th and 5. Cardinals will take the shot. Why not? 4th and 5. You know what? Oh, wait. Stop. I mean, I would love to have Kyler run. Yeah, not even that works. All right, 4th and 5. We'll do it. 5 and a short. Ah, there we go. Kyler's going to run for... Wait, no, I lied. No, it's even better to the receiver to Hopkins. Yes, 13 yards in the first. Okay, that works even better. Okay, they convert. Woo, good job, Cardinals. You managed to convert a 4th and 5 there with a 13-yard completion to DeAndre Hopkins. Okay, drive continues. Woo. You know what? We're in Matt Prater field goal range, so I'll stick with it. 1st and 10. 6 and a flat. That is going to Hopkins again for 6. Okay, nice. Second down, and this gets missed. Oh, wait a minute. Did they? No, they rolled on the Niners card. Never mind. 2nd and 4, but this off-tackle run will get missed. But it doesn't mean it's going anywhere. In fact, it'll lose a yard. Oh, great. Connor loses 1, and I guess we're now at 3rd and 5, right? Yep. 3rd and 5. Seven and a short. That is going to go for 11 in the first. To Hopkins yet again. There we go. Okay, DeAndre Hopkins for 11, and it's a new set of downs. 1st and 10. This gets missed. 11 on a flat. Okay, is this... Well, there's the good news. 2 or 12 is the interception range. Bad news. It actually freaking happened. Picked off! You gotta be kidding me. Yeah, 2 or 12. Oh, for crying out loud. That is returned for... This could be a touchdown, but I don't think that is. No, he got tackled literally right away. Oh, Kyler, no! You idiot! He threw another interception. Ah, intended for Greg Dortch. And the person that got the interception, whoever their 3rd cornerback is. So that would lead me to... We're going to say Samuel Womack III. Oh, who was the nickel corner that was covering Dortch at the time. He ends up getting the interception right at the 20. Dortch tackles him right away, thankfully, because that could have easily been... If a flat pass gets intercepted, it's more likely to get taken back for a pick 6, but... Nope. Okay, at least he stopped him right away, but we really could have done without that. So, good job, Cardinals. You had something going, and then you blew it again with your 4th turnover of the game. This is why you're down 28-16. All right. Well, that was very unfortunate. So, anyways, yeah. Nice Cardinals drive gets busted by an interception again. Another turnover. Again. Oh, love it. 2nd and 1. Here comes the long shot. That will... The Cardinals see this? You know what? They're going to play it just in case. Oh, they do see it. Okay. 2nd and 1. And wrong one. And it's a touchdown! Garoppolo connects on a long 25-yard strike to Brandon Ayuk. Oh, and the Niners end up making them pay after all. Brandon Ayuk catching his first touchdown of the game. We'll kick the extra point, and it's good. There we go. The Niners managed to take advantage of the Kyler Murray interception with a 25-yard TD pass from Garoppolo to Brandon Ayuk, who's now up over 100 yards, by the way, I might add. And the Niners get a bigger lead out of the deal, 35-16. Good job, Cardinals. You played yourselves yet again. Oh, boy, this is not looking good for them. They are beginning to run out of time here. There's a minute 45 in the third, but if the Cardinals could stop turning the ball over, that would be much appreciated. Otherwise, this one's going to be over. They also kind of need to do something at this point. Otherwise, this game will also be over. So, oh boy, not looking good for Arizona at all. Third down. This is not looking good. $12 on a short. And that is going to go for a long gain. Believe there's only one number that prevents this from being a touchdown. And that would be a 6. But that is clearly not a 6, so it's a touchdown. Would have gone for 38. Instead, it goes for 36 to DeAndre Hopkins. All right, there we go. DeAndre Hopkins for 36, and he scores, and the Cardinals get what they're looking for. Speaking of getting what they're looking for, how about we go for 2? Might as well, right? Oh, yeah, and 2-point conversions start from the 2, not the 3. I got to remember that. So, 2-point conversion incoming. So is Trey McBride. And, yeah, they're going to throw it. Niners will see it. And here comes a 2-point conversion. And it's no good, but will this be a chance for the Niners to get 2 points? No. Incomplete. That was actually an interception rule, which is why I said that. A 2 or a 12, and they would have picked it off and had a shot at a 2-point return. But nevertheless, that doesn't happen. So no dice, but doesn't matter. Instead, the Cardinals get a touchdown pass. What was it? 36 yards from Kyler Murray to DeAndre Hopkins. And the Cardinals are back in this, folks. They're not going away just yet. They still have an outside shot as they are down by 13. 35-22. I mean, they still got a short shot here. I don't know how much of one, but if they can move the ball like that a second time in a row, they'll have a shot. So, good job by the Cardinals to get that one. And let's see what happens in these 13 minutes. Who knows what might happen? All right. 8 on a short, and it's in. Now they try to get it to Samuel again for the air, and it's incomplete. He is just having a rough game, Deebo Samuel. Not very good. All right, now we'll try a Robbie Gould field goal. The odds are a lot better, but 8 through 11, it gets shanked. Otherwise, this should be okay. 44 yards from Robbie Gould. Kick is up, and wait a minute now. No good. Robbie Gould missed it. Womp womp. Cardinals will get the ball at their own 40-34. So, that was what I was afraid would happen, and sure enough, it did. You hate to see it. All right, 8:15 remaining. The Cardinals still have some life as the Niners miss a field goal out of that deal. Well, that was not supposed to happen, but here we are, so we'll see in a minute the Cardinals can make something happen or if they're going to fail. Wonderful. All right, 1st and 10. You know what we're doing. I think the Niners do too. 6 and a flat. That is going for 6 to Hopkins right out of the gate. second down here. They're actually going to try a shot play to the Marquise Brown. 8 on a long. No, incomplete. Oh, that would have gone to Brown, too, if the D had not been around. All right, whatever. It's 3rd and 4. 9 on a flat. It's going to Ertz. And he's a yard short. You have an interesting decision here on 4th and 1. Fourth and 1. Am I going for this or no? Or do I put it in the hands of my defensive prey? You know what? I'm going to do it. 4th and 1. We're going for it. We are heckin' going for it. I want to see something here. So I know exactly what I want to do. 4th and 1. Yay! Niners do not see this fake pass coming. Oh, they really don't see it coming. How about a long gain? It's a 1st down plus. Oh, God, Kyler, are you going to get a touchdown? He might. How about a 48-yard run for Kyler Murray? And he's down 48, 46, 41, all the way down to the 9 before he gets caught. Kyler Murray, hero ball to the rescue. What the hell? Oh, that was a perfect play call, whether I knew it or not. Oh, man, bring in Trey McBride, and it's 1st and goal to go from the 9. I didn't see that coming, but okay, cool. 1st and goal from the 9 after Kyler Murray just ran for 48 yards and 4th and 1. And that's going to be a touchdown to Zach Ertz. Oh, my God, I'm sorry. I'm so excited I'm trying to kill my audio. Oh, Zach Ertz with a 9-yard touchdown catch. And the Cardinals are now suddenly back into it. You know what? Extra point. Extra point from Matt Prater. Why not? It's good. Okay. Might as well, right? And there we go. And the Cardinals. Remember when they were down 39-7? 35-7? Good times, right? Not anymore, because now they're all of a sudden down by 6. They could take the lead with a touchdown and an extra point if they get one, but they got 6.5 minutes. So they managed to convert on 4th and 1. Kyler Murray completely fools them with a long run, and it sets up a touchdown pass. 9 yards to Zach Ertz. And Arizona has unexpectedly made this a game again with 6.5 remaining. Whoo, boy, I guess Arizona did wake up. It's just in the way I didn't expect here. So maybe they pull this off. Maybe they don't. I don't know, but it's going to be in for a wild finish here. So hold on to your butts. This is going to get fun. 1st and 10, meanwhile. Okay. Well, I think it's pretty obvious what everybody's doing here. 5 and a flat. 5 yards to Trey McBride if it holds, and it will. Okay. No, wrong guy. 5 to McBride. Okay. Second and 5. Let's try it. 2 and a short, and it's going to go for 13 in the first to Marquise Brown. Okay, there we go. First and 10, we'll try it. 5 and a long. And there's your long gain, and it's not even interrupted this time. Wait a minute. And it goes for 50 yards. And Marquise Brown catches it and gets it all the way to the 18. And the Cardinals are in business. Wow, Marquise Brown with a 50-yard bomb. That's more like it. 1st and 10. This gets missed. Cardinals are in the red zone, as you can see, after that 50-yard bomb to Marquise Brown. Now we're talking. Oh, dang it. All right, that's fine. 3 yards for James Connors. They tried to sneak a run in. I suppose they didn't see that coming, but whatever. Wait, is it 3 yards? No, it's actually 6. I lied. Goblins are getting me again. What the heck, guys? Yeah, Connor's down to the 12, so I got to add 3 more yards to the total. There we go. He actually gets 6. Okay, big difference there. Anyways, it's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. 5 and a flat. That is going to go for 5 in the first. Okay. Zach Ertz for 5. We are about to hit the 2-minute warning, I should point out. No. 9:74. There we go. Okay. 1st and goal to go from the 7. I have a little bit of a decision to make. Oh, we'll try it. What are the Niners guarding? Let's guard the pass. Never mind. They don't see this end run from Connor. And, well, that's a mess by itself. Okay, good news, bad news, worse news. I guess good news, bad news, bad news. Good news, that goes for 4 yards. Bad news, it brings us to the 2-minute warning. Bad news, someone on the Cardinals is going down with an injury. The 12th guy for a lot of games. Oh, boy. And down goes the flanker, so Marquise Brown is going to go down for 2 games. Ouch. So Marquise Brown is now out of the game. So their best wide deep threat is now gone. I guess that means Greg Dortch will have to sub in as the flanker from this point forward. Meanwhile, we're at the 2-minute warning. The Cardinals have got to get 3 yards no matter what, so... All right, 2nd down and 3. 10 on a flat. Does this penalty do anything? No! Touchdown! Kyler Murray connects with DeAndre Hopkins for the 3-yard score. There it is. Who needs Marquise Brown? All right, extra point. This is important to take the lead. And it happens. Good. Matt Prater makes it through. And the Cardinals have put up 20 this quarter to improbably go ahead. 36-35. Are you kidding me? They were down 35-7, and they've pulled off this unbelievable comeback. Oh. Team commits 4 turnovers, and then all of a sudden they just do this. Oh, my God. I don't get it, but okay, we'll go with it. All right, Niners still have a chance to win this, though. All they got to do is kick a field goal, really. Number 1 back is going to get a gain of... I rolled the dice on accident, but that's okay. 23 yards. Niners will have it at the 28, and I'll set this up shortly. So I guess here's the situation. They've got 1:45. Robbie Gould's range is from the 37, so they got to get at least there. But it would be preferable to get to the 22. So if Jimmy Garoppolo can get his team all the way there, that would be great. They have all their timeouts, 1:52. No worries, really, unless it starts getting rough. All right, 1st and 10. Cardinals are playing pass all the way at this point, so there you go. All right, 1st and 10. 8 on a flat, and there's a potential penalty on top of this. It's to Kittle. Let's start with that. He's going to get 8. And, of course, the Cardinals were offsides, which is hilarious, so it doesn't really do anything. Kittle goes out of bounds in other news, so realistically, that doesn't really mean much. So Kittle gets his 8, goes out of bounds, stops the clock, blah, 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 etc., etc. 2nd and 2. 4 on a flat. Uh-oh. 2 or a 12, this is a problem. Oh, the interception gets dropped. But the play never happened because false start. Never mind. 2nd and 7. Okay, that's cool. Oh, never mind. Oh. Okay, so Deebo Samuel is getting 7, and that's enough for the 1st. Oh, see, Deebo Samuel can do stuff. Look at that. All right. 1st and 10 now. Do it again. Ooh, another 7-yard gain. Okay. This time it goes to Juwan Jennings. Second and 3. 7 on a short. 10 yards to Brandon Ayuk in the 1st. Okay. They're not going to take a timeout, by the way. At least not yet. All right, 1st and 10. Nine on a short. Oh, Garoppolo's going to run. Oh, that's nice. He gets 4. I'm going to force them to use a timeout. That's their 1st. All right, 2nd down. Let's try that. Let's not do that again. 2nd and 6, by the way. To Kittle. Yes, 6. So that's enough for the 1st. Opponent number 2. Oh, now they're really getting it. And I do believe they're now going to be in field goal range. Oh, brilliant job, Cardinals. Yep. So Kittle gets 6, and then throw on 15 more just for the heck of it. Cardinals, good job. You just played yourselves, and now the Niners are in field goal range. That's just wonderful. All right, 1st and 10 from the 21. Cardinals will actually look for the run, but they're going to miss this. 11 on a flat. Niners, that wasn't supposed to happen. They just lost 5 yards on a halfback screen. They are going to take a timeout. Yeah, that just happened. 2nd and 15. 5 on a short. Incomplete. Looking for Brandon Ayuk on that one. 3rd and 15. Garoppolo's going to be forced to run again. That's only going to get 3 yards. And that's it. The Cardinals are actually going to be the ones that take this time out. Yeah, I mean, if San Fran takes this field goal, they're in the lead. So, all right, Robbie Gold, this is actually where we wanted to do it from. 2 through 10, we're good. All right, 30 from. Wait a minute. No, I lied. Okay, 2 through 7 or a 12, we're good. Otherwise, Cardinals are going to win this one. Kick is up and. It's good as it doinks off the crossbar. In. Robbie Gould has been doing that all game long, but you know what? He managed to do it. And there you go. The Niners take the lead off of a field goal. 40-yard field goal from Robbie Gould. And they are back out in front by 2 points. And now it's the Cardinals' turn to respond. As they've got a mere 22 seconds and 2 timeouts remaining. Oh, this is not good. I told you this would get wild towards the end, and it did. Cardinals need to get to are at the 25. This is a touchback. Where's Matt Prater's range from? Oh. Okay, we got to get 35 yards at bare minimum to have a shot at this. Okay. Duly noted. You know what? No more Zach Ertz. We're bringing in all the receivers, including A.J. Green, of all people. Yes, he is on this. Oh, no, we're going to need at least one tight end. My bad. Wait, where's Rondale Moore? Oh, right. Marquise Brown is injured. Never mind. So we do get an A.J. Green cameo. LOL. That's funny. I don't think we're going to be using him, really. Yeah, see, now this is the problem. If you recall, Marquise Brown went down with an injury, so our best deep ball threat just went out the window. We got 2 timeouts, we got 22 seconds, and we got 1st and 10. Let's see what we got here. Well, Kyler's going to take a sack on his first possession. Oh, that's nice. And it's a 10-yard loss. And that is going to be... Well, he's injured, so first tackle I see, and I guess it's, in this case, Kevin Givens will say is the backup tackle, gets that one. All right. Meanwhile, the Cardinals have to take one of their timeouts because of that. All right. Well, this is now a little uncomfortable because I don't know where I'm supposed to throw the ball to. I'll try Dortch, I guess. 2nd down and 20. 9 on a long. Incomplete unless... Oh, it's against the freaking not 49ers. Opponent number 5. That's just wonderful. Roughing the passer against the 49ers. It's a 15-yard penalty. Well, isn't that wonderful? I just realized I'm using the wrong one. All right, that's better. All right, 1st and 10, do it again from the 30. Got 2 more plays at least. 9 on a long, no, incomplete, and we're down to the last play of the game. Well, this doesn't really mean anything. Kyler Murray was looking for DeAndre Hopkins. Oh, shoot. He's literally the only one we could throw to. Okay. I'm going to give A.J. Green a shot because I see a 77-yard completion, but I don't think we'll get it. Yeah, we need something with a long gain. None of the Cardinals receivers have it. Green is the longest I see, so... All right, we're going to try it. For the game. This really means nothing. We need 70 yards. It's a 5, and... Can Kyler get the first down? No, he cannot. And the game is over. Kyler Murray, you fool. He got 42 yards, but the clock runs out. What the heck? That was the most meaningless 42-yard run I think I've ever seen. Yeah, good news, it would have put the Cardinals in the field goal range. Bad news, the clock has struck 0. 000. Good job, Kyler Murray. You done messed up. He thought he could do it himself, but I guess he did not. And why did I type end? Yeah, that's his freaking Cardinals career should be ended. But there you go. That is how the cookie crumbles there. Niners hang on the win after all, 38-36. Looked like Arizona would pull that one out, but they just did not. You know what? That's for the chaotic game. Let's just get on with the highlights before I lose it. Well, that was fun. The Niners nearly blew a 35-7 lead. You hate to see it. But they do manage to hang on thanks to a late Robbie Gould field goal. Excuse me. Yeah, I said that right. Anyways, here's the final stats. Really? Really? Are we joking? So that last one put Kyler Murray over 100 yards. Seriously? What the heck are we doing? Oh, my God. He also threw for 363 and 4 TDs. So long story short, he had 490 yards of total offense. And the Cardinals still lost. Because of the 2 interceptions, that's why. Oh, my God. Kyler, what are you doing? What were you doing? Thinking you could just treat this like a game of Call of Duty? No. Did it work? Of course not. I just give up. And now I see what the Cardinals want to get rid of him. Anyways, I mentioned Murray ran for 100 yards, which is absolutely meaningless for all intensive purposes. James Conner ran for a TD, but lost a fumble. So that didn't help either. DeAndre Hopkins, 11 for 126 and 2 TDs. Zach Ertz caught a TD, got 74 yards. Trey McBride caught the other one. Marquise Brown had 100 yards before he succumbed to an injury, which we could have used his deep threat ability, but alas, it wasn't there, so whoops. And then J.J. Watt even got himself a safety, which was hilarious, but alas, no dice. Actually, that missed 2-point conversion ended up also being the difference, too. Had the Cardinals gotten that, this wouldn't have been an issue. But alas, it is. Looks like I picked the right quarterback for the Niners here because Garoppolo goes 30 of 42 for 314 and 4 TDs. No picks for him. McCaffrey gets 87 yards and a touchdown. Also got 17 receiving yards. Garoppolo got strip sacked, so that's why he has a fumble loss. George Kittle ends up with 97 yards and 3 TDs, much like our Jordan Atkins from last week. So very nice. Brandon Ayuk, 8 for 132. Poor Deebo Samuel was 2 for 17. I mentioned his bad game. Yeah, sorry, buddy. It didn't work out. Robbie Gould kicked the game-winning field goal. And then Joey Bosa even got himself a strip sack. Well, sack and a forced fumble. And the special teams unit even got involved. So, yeah, kind of a messy game there for the Cardinals and the Niners, really, as this turns into a barn burner. But the Niners pull it out to go to 8-3, and the Cardinals are now sitting at 5-6. How sad. You guys were down 35-7. You kind of deserve that to happen, okay? Come on, Cardinals. Come on, Kyler. I told you not to treat this like a game of Call of Duty, but no. My man just freaking had to go there. All right, well, Niners win. They're up by 3 in their own division, so that'll help them. Good luck, Arizona, trying to make the playoffs or something. But hey, that was one hell of a chaotic game. I'll give you that one. So very fun game, despite all the technical glitches and what have you. So oopsies, it happened. So anyways, that's going to do it for me. We'll be back next week. Actually, with not 1, but 2 games. Yes, I'm calling both games. Well, I'm doing a Thanksgiving game involving Dallas or Detroit, whichever one I feel like is better. And then our regular scheduled program. The Thanksgiving Day game will come out on Thursday, and our usual Week 13 will come out on Sunday next week. 1 week from today. So I'll have some fun with both of those as the season grinds down to a close. So thank y'all so much for watching. You know what buttons to hit, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out, y'all.